beautiful beings, and welcome back to the realm of inspiration, and happy fall! It's officially the autumn equinox, so we're doing a channeling right back here in America. I think the last full channeling I did was back in Greece, so it's a good start for the fall season to be back channeling in the very familiar place. Now, today's autumn equinox channeling is coming with a bit of a specific message slash mission. I have a specific question for the elves that has been ringing in my ears about where we're going to be going moving forward for this fall season and then ultimately winter and next year. This question kind of has to do with balancing multiple realities. How do we stay aligned and balanced in this new season? And then, of course, any other messages that you Elfians may have for the collective all about the autumn equinox and fall season. But that's the main, question I have, because when I've been tuning into the energy of fall, that's what I've been feeling with this change, is how do we balance multiple realities in our life? How do we balance the physical and spiritual reality? How do we stay in alignment without fully isolating ourselves from experiencing what we're meant to? There's a little questions there, and I have a few other ones that I'm going to ask them as well. One other one is, how do we embrace all of the new changes, and what does all of the intense changes happening specifically in the United States mean for the collective all in this fall, since fall is a Kickstarter for change and we are in the year of the rabbit, the year of rebirth. So rebirth is the common theme this year. It is that energy of change and turning into something new. So now that we're entering into the season of that, what does that mean for us all? So now with all of those questions stated to the elves, let's see what elf I'm feeling like is going to be coming through to us today. Let's see. So I feel the No Man Joybringer Elder. He's kind of knocking, but he knows that his time for speaking with the collective will be happening very soon. If you are going to be in the Oak Brook, Illinois area on October 7th with Rooted Holistic Healing and Wellness Fairs, I will be leading a class with the No Man Joybringer Elder about finding your spiritual joy. So he's getting vamped and ready to do that, since it's coming very quickly. I think in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today is when that is going to be happening. So he's waiting. I hear the Head Healer and the Elfian Animal Healer Elder, but she's like, she might come through a little bit later. It's mainly the Head Healer and the Elfian Traveler Guide Elder, and they typically do like to come through together. A lot of times I've noticed that they typically will come through in the same type of session together, so they will most likely both step through. So this is mainly the elders want to communicate for the autumn equinox. I'm kind of surprised I'm not getting any earth elemental, but changing of seasons isn't necessarily all about earth and the elements of the earth, even though it is something that affects the earth. It's not always something that the elementals of the earth can deliver messages about, or elementals can help us with in general, since these changes are more on a deep spiritual level. So that's enough of me talking. Let's get started into this channeling. Okay, so let's start with the Head Elfian Healer. The Head Elfian Healer. Divine Feminine Energy, Elder of the Elfian Healer domain of the Elfian realm, being of divine light and love. When I have safely stepped back, you may step forth. Hello, beautiful beings. It took our communicator a little while to get the channeling juices flowing, but I am here and ready to communicate. I am the Head Healer of the Elfian realm. I am the healer elder of all of the little healers of your 5-body system and your chakra systems. Not just the 12, you got many, many, many different chakras. I'm feeling very excited, but also relaxed because this is a new season and this is a season of change. And change is always good for the 5-body system. Change is always good for the eyes. Because when you're able to see something new and experience something new and witness the birth of something new, the rebirth, your soul gets empowered to experience change within itself. So when you witness the change of the leaves and the season and the weather and the wind and the rain turning to snow, because snow does happen in the fall sometimes, when you experience witnessing that change externally, your soul is more willing to accept the changes internally and accept the integrations within your 5-body system, the integrations with your inner child growing and being and blossoming, the integrations with allowing the oneness between the physical and the spiritual, keeping them aligned. That's what the communicator asked us about. Isn't that right? How to stay aligned, how to stay balanced, how to balance your realities. Well, that all starts with your eyes. That starts with your perspective on things. It starts with how you see things in your mind's eye, how you view all of your realities in your vision of your mind and in the vision of your soul and the vision of your body and the vision of your inner child and Akashic self and the vision of your heart. How do these different body systems view your realities is the key to understanding how to align them. So, if your mind's eye, the beautiful third eye, is viewing your reality as a little hectic because it can't see. When the mind's eye, the third eye, can't see because you're a little bit in the physical, a little too much, that you're not able to see beyond the veil and it feels fogged and clouded with things of the physical reality, the logic, the numbers, the corporateness, the making money, all of that, the things of the physical. How am I going to survive in the physical? If you are thinking those thoughts, then your mind's eye, that third eye, can't see beyond the veil very clearly, can it? And so how you're viewing your reality is as if you're stuck and you can't move and you feel trapped. The soul is infinite. The soul can travel and move and grow. It is not something that stays confined. But if you are feeling confined on a mental level, on an emotional level, even on a physical level, your soul's going to start to embrace the confinement. It's going to embrace it. And sometimes the soul does feel like it can't move. And so then your body starts feeling all tense inside and your mind is crunching and your heart is heavy. And you feel like something is sitting on your chest because nothing is resonating with your soul anymore, with all that you are seeing is hurting your soul. Because it's not resonating with your soul. Because the eyes are the window to the soul. Yes? So what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what you're speaking, what you are being in the energy of isn't ringing true to your soul, then you're gonna physically feel in pain all the time. Because how your body systems view your reality are going to affect the other body systems, are going to affect you as a whole. And if you feel like your reality, if from a mental and emotional and spiritual level, isn't healthy, then your body is going to start manifesting ailments. So how you balance that, and that's just an example, not something that necessarily all of you are experiencing, but it is an example. It's something that some of you are. So how do you balance that? When your body systems aren't in alignment about what's going on in your reality. Because that's a real question the communicator wanted to ask. She's wanting to ask, I don't know if I feel fully comfortable and where I am living physically currently. I don't feel like this reality is mine. Where do I go from here? How can I stay balanced in a reality that I don't feel like belongs to me? Well, that's what this season of autumn is bringing to you all, is the ability to change your perspective on things. Think of all this retrograde season mess that's been going on, right? All of the planets changing their direction, going in a different momentum, going in a different groove, forcing you to change your perspective on how you look at things and how you look at your life, how you look at love, how you look at how you express yourself, how you look at time, how you look at your relationship with the universe, your relationship with abundance, your relationship with death and life, your relationship with moving forward, your relationship with teaching and learning and experiencing and growing. All of these change of perspectives are changing you. That's why this season is happening right now, the retrograde season, and then autumn, and then all of the things going on at once, and it feels so heavy and it feels like a lot. And your reality feels like there's way too much going on and you can't process it. But what can't process it? Then there's one of your body systems that isn't in alignment with looking from things from a different perspective. So if you feel like you can't look at things from a different perspective, look at your 5-body system. Which one of my 5 body systems doesn't want to look at things from a new perspective? I can tell you that 9 times out of 10, that body system is the Akashic body, and it's the inner child within the Akashic body that is causing that. Because the inner child is afraid of change. The inner child is afraid of seeing things from a different perspective because it believes that the reality that it saw, that it experienced, is the only reality. And all of this new things, all of this grown-up things, all of the things that you grow and you become in every day, well, that's not who I was. And so that past body self, the life before, the one now, oh, well, that's not me. Well, of course it's not, because you change and you grow. So it's afraid of looking at things from a different perspective and allowing in change and experiencing all of the new things. So to really answer that question, how do I balance things? Look within your inner child and see. What is it not willing to accept? What habits did I get into in the past that aren't allowing me to accept this new reality? Well, in the past, when I was, working in the human world, I didn't have my spirituality, so I don't know how to do that now. Well, of course you don't. This is a time of growth. This is a time of change. You letting go of the leaves that no longer serve you so that you can start growing the new ones. Yes? Yes. That is what this new season is about. That's what ascension is about. My friend, the Elfian Traveler Guide Elder, he is singing. He's saying, that is ascension. He's sitting right here. And he is singing. It is ascension. That is what you're all experiencing. Ascension. Every change, every new reality, every time you learn how to balance things, you are experiencing ascension in every single moment of every single day. It's ascension. It is change leading to something new. You are ascending. You are growing. You are leaving. You know when the leaves leave the trees, and this is where the elder of the Earthy and Elfian elementals is coming through to me. She is telling me, dear healer friend, this is what she's saying. She's saying, dear healer friend, tell them about the leaves. When they leave the trees, a lot of them will flow in the wind. It's always so windy in the fall, isn't it? And there's the rain, and there's all these different movement happening, because change is movement, and when you're moving where you need to go, there might be some turbulence as you start to accept your new reality as a leaf, not on a tree, but on the ground, until you plant a seed and become the tree yourself. Yes? Yes. Okay. Perfect. That was the first question that she asked us. The second question that she asked us a lot of different questions. Yes, she did. But the most important one that I do want to touch on is the question about how the rebirth energy is affecting the collective at this time. Because I feel like the second question I'm answering along the way, and it's not one that is the most important. The most important one truly is this rebirth one. And I'm not really the one who can speak on rebirth in a really big sense as the warrior domain can talk about it. But I can talk about it from the perspective of your 5-body system, which is the main energy of this autumn season, is getting your system into alignment, is aligning it with each other, and accepting and growing and integrating and changing and aligning and healing. That's a lot of the big energy of this time, is really shedding, the skin of your past self, because for us as elves, we call October the New Year of Abundance. So the New Year of Abundance is almost upon us, and we are so excited to also be going and traveling to fairs and communicating through the communicator to the collective during the New Year of Abundance. So you're entering this New Year of Abundance, and you're going to start reaping the benefits of all that you started manifesting the year before. That's going to start happening for you. And for that to happen, you need to shed the old skins of all the body systems and be like, let's get the old one out, let's get the new one in, let's release. And so what the collective all is experiencing right now is more of a release of everything and allowing the start of something new. Because every month is the new year of something. Now we are in the new year of the autumn of the next year, because the autumn of last year was affecting you all until this point, and so now it's the new year of autumn, and October is the new year of abundance. In November, there's a new year of the angelic realm number portals, because you get 1111, which is one of the higher ones. So that starts in November, is that angelic and divine interference month, where the divine and the angels come through. And then in December you get the new year of the winter, and you get the Yule, and then you get the new solar year, then you get the new lunar year, and there's always something new and exciting in every month. There is change constantly happening. You're just gonna feel it more now in the autumn season, the end of September to the beginning of December. You're gonna feel the change and rebirth more so, because it's just amplified, it's multiplied. But you can take that multiplied energy of change and rebirth and use it to let go of the old and attract something new. Because sometimes, this is where the Earthian elder is talking, she's saying, well, sometimes the leaves will land on trees that they weren't originally on before because of all the wind. There's, you can take what's newly meant for you. Came from somewhere else and it found its way to you. So accept it. Welcome it with grace and love, and see what lessons it has for you. Because life isn't meant to be as easy as living in the spirit. Because you're experiencing the physical life to experience the physical life. So you're going to experience all that comes with it, and that's beautiful, that you are beings of life. You get to experience all of that and teach us about life. We're teaching you about inspiration. We're trying to inspire you to keep living your life. You can teach us what it's like to live life. That's a gift that you have. Not all beings can live life the way you do. So take it and experience it. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, all of it, experience it. Take the lessons. Once you start seeing that everything serves you, everything serves a purpose in your life for a time being, and then what no longer serves you will leave. But everything did serve you at one point. Everything has its purpose in your life, and everything has its time to leave your life. So that's what's happening right now for the collective. You are learning what's meant to stay and what's meant to go. And before something leaves, it's gonna want to leave its mark. It's gonna say, hey, this is me. This is what I did. You're not gonna get rid of me that easy. No. And then it leaves. Finally. Yes, with a little bit of struggle, but it will leave. It's gonna have some struggle at first. But there is a difference between present moment awareness and being so stuck in the present. What being so stuck in the present means is that you are so stuck in the reality that you are seeing in front of you that you're not seeing the possibility of what could happen after it. You're just seeing, well, this is my current circumstance. I don't know how I'm going to get to my new circumstance. Well, of course you don't know yet. But if you just see your current circumstance as that's all that there is, then you're not going to be able to see the potential for what it could become. So, to have a balanced present moment awareness is the key in this autumn season, is learning to live in the moment, but also not get so trapped in what you're seeing on the surface. Dig a little deeper. Like, okay, I'm in September, and September is all I see, but I know October is going to happen. I know winter is going to come, and then spring, and then summer, and it's going to cycle, and it's all going to happen, but this is where I am right now, and that's okay. Accepting that that's okay, but not feeling like you're trapped in your current circumstance is the key, because that's what a lot of people feel. You may be feeling that. So breaking free from the illusion of being trapped in the present, welcoming the present as the gift that it is, but knowing that the future is going to come. The future is going to happen, so plan for the future. Don't just plan for the current day that you're living, you can plan for the future. Like, you know what, I'm so excited to do this thing in January, and it's going to bring me so much joy and so much happiness, so I'm going to live each day until then, because I know each day until then is going to prepare me even more for this thing that I'm excited for, and each day I can be excited about it and live my life and get ready for it, and each day is going to bring me closer. I'm not feeling trapped in this current reality that I'm living in, because I'm seeing all the joy that can come from it as I'm preparing for my new reality. That's a good example that I can think of. Now, how all of this rebirth is affecting the Americas in specific is really, there's a lot of change going on. There's always a lot of change going on a collective level, and that's more something for the warriors to talk about with ley lines. And what the chief Elfian warrior is saying to me, as they're all kind of congregating around me, is that right now there is always, during this fall season, that feeling of change, but also that feeling of home and comfort. And that's just in the imprints. Because there's a lot of cycles of feeling that safety and security energy during this time. So leaning into that more and creating that more. What America is working towards is learning how to live in unity, because that's the mantra that it took. America specifically, United States, it's the mantra that it took. So it's taking on the journey of learning how to embrace the title of unity. It's the name, it's the title that it took. So when the people took the title of united, they're all learning what unity means. And so during a cycle of rebirth and change, it's just cycling through and showing a different way to embrace unity. There's going to be so much struggle in that embracing, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. But if you take that in your daily life and you embrace unity, then that's going to project outward into your reality, and you can change the ley lines and imprints in the land that you live in. So that answers that. Don't believe there's anything else we truly have to share with the collective at this moment about the autumn season. We'll have more things to share, of course, in the future, with the color frequency of October and the New Year of Abundance. We'll be doing a lot more. We decided to give the communicator a little bit of break this September, as it was the end of the previous year of abundance, but starting in October, expect to be hearing from us beings of inspiration a lot more, as we are so excited to celebrate the whole month of October, the joyous new year of abundance. And how you can start embracing abundance is just by allowing it to find you and accepting how it finds you, and not putting a limit on how abundance finds you. Be like, I thought abundance was going to find me in a monetary way, in a money way, and it found me in a relationship way, but that's not the way that I asked for. That's the way that abundance found you. So accept that it found you in that way, and welcome it maybe finding you in the way that you wanted another year. Now, I will say goodbye on behalf of me and the other elders and the Elfian realm as a whole. We are so grateful and glad that you were able to take the time to listen to us in this beautiful fall season. Until the next time we speak to you, may the petals of the flower of inspiration lead you back to our realm again. Goodbye for now. The elves always move forward. I was like, gonna move right into the face of the camera. I think that she wrapped that up pretty well. I don't really know if there's anything else I have to add for the autumn. I didn't see much except like golden leaves flying and the energy of the wind. I do know that as per usual, I do hear messages for myself as they are speaking, and they tend to use me as an example when delivering messages to the collective, because that's part of the soul contract. They are allowed to express to the collective their message, and also in my payment is them giving me messages in a way as well. So I heard some very useful things, and I hope you guys did as well. And it did kind of slip my mind that October is the New Year of Abundance. Sorry, elves, but they did remind me in enough time. So yes, we will be doing a lot of things in October for the New Year of Abundance. Now that they reminded me, we will start to get to work on that. And doing a lot more videos. I know that I have a list of things that I do want to do with them. Inner child integration meditation. I want to do a channeling about the sea turtles and the fact that they are healers of the 5-body system. And I think it's very fitting to do that given what she said about this fall season being a great time for working with the 5-body system. So there's going to be a lot of things to look forward to. I've also opened up the power animal readings, so you can sign up on the website or send me a message on the elfianrealm.nova Instagram or even on my personal one, so we can do that channeling session that's open to really connect to your power animal this season. And I know they're going to want to do a lot of new things about abundance, so stay tuned for that. I'm hearing they want to do a blog, I'm hearing they want to do this, they want to do that, so they're going to put me to work, but I'm very excited for it. And I will also in October, the recording of the class that I'll be teaching with channeling the Elfian Nomad Joybringer Elder will also come up, so lots to look forward to. Until all of those beautiful videos reach your screen, I send you love, light, and inspiration. Until next time, stay inspired.